So you guys may be wondering how we ended up in a safety meeting? Well, stay tuned to find out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just got a call. The tow truck driver is out by the door, so I'm gonna go out, pay him his money, and try to get this trailer off his truck. And just like that, there goes $5,000 from yesterday's disaster. So right now, I'm gonna hop in the skid steer. We're gonna swap out the buckets just to make this a little bit easier. I'm gonna put the cloth on, that way I'm able to grab the back, and I can drag it off the back of the tow truck without using a chain or anything, because we just moved into this shop. I don't really have that stuff around here, and I know the tow truck probably got it, but I really don't want to bother him. I'm not too concerned about beating up the trailer because it's pretty much rode off the way it is right now. The axles are bent, there's cracks in the frame, so I really don't know what to do with this trailer. Should I keep it, fix it up, or should I buy a new one? Let me know in the comments, guys, what I should do, because as of right now, I really don't know what to do. If I go buy a new one, that's probably like $10,000, but if I gotta fix this one up, I probably need an axle or two, and I need to weld up the frame. I'm looking at least $5,000, so I'm really torn on what to do, but I can't think about it too much. We do have a lot of jobs to do. I'm going to grab the mower, we're going to put it on the trailer, head over to the first property of the day, and try to get that done. But as of right now, where we had a late start because we got to deal with this mess, I had to fill out a bunch of paperwork. I was on the phone with insurance for an hour just trying to figure out about our truck and trailer. I still don't have any word about it. They're going to send out somebody to look at it, assess the damages to see if it's worth fixing. Because of all that, I'm not going to get as many contracts done today, which I'm not too happy about, because if insurance don't cover the trailer or the mowers, I'm in big trouble. That's going to cost me close to $15,000 just to get everything back up and running. And to top it off, where John was in the accident the other day, we're doing an investigation to try to figure out what happened and why he hit the bridge. So as of right now, he's not working, so we're down a mower operator, and that's going to be even less jobs we're going to get done. I just don't know what to do, guys. So we're having a lot of mistakes the last few weeks, so Grant suggested that we probably put dash cams in our trucks, but that's going to cost me a couple $1,000s to do. I want to get the two-way system where we can see the front of the truck inside the cab, just so I can understand what is happening and why is there more events happening recently. I don't know if they're on their phone or they're eating and driving, but there's something that changed that we gotta try to nip in the butt before it gets worse. Or this mowing business will not survive, and I'm not too happy about that because I'm after selling a lot of stuff, downgrading stuff, just to make sure we can keep it up and running and to try to make it the best business around. We just had our biggest job yet of $15,000, and I had to use all that money for tow trucks and getting stuff fixed. Guys, that is not good. I'm really upset over that just because I'm trying to keep growing, and every time we do, there's a disaster. So I decided we're probably going to have a safety meeting later just to go over everything, get new policies. We need to make sure this don't happen again. And I don't know what I'm going to do with John because he is one of my best mowers, but I need to figure out what happened. If he was on his phone, there will be consequences that we got to deal with. I will probably have to suspend him for a couple of days. I don't want to fire him because, like I said, he is my best mower and he was the first employee I hired, so I don't want to get rid of him. Especially this time of the year, it's hard to find more employees. So I got this property done. I made $850, but we're going to put this on the trailer, head over to my friend. He gave me a call and he needs some help. I'm going to try to get that done before we mow again. It's probably going to take roughly 2 hours to do, so I'll see you guys when I get there. And after driving for 15 minutes, we're pulling up to my friend's house. Oh, what a disaster he got here. So he ended up renting an excavator, trying to do this job himself, and as you could tell, he got a big mess made. So we get this John Deere 135. We do need to put a retaining wall in, so all this dirt will have to be moved. I guess we'll put it there for now, but this is going to take me a lot longer than I thought. I thought he wanted me to mow his property. Alright, let's get to work. I'm going to scrape this back, put it over into a pile over here because we do need to put the retaining wall out and we need to go in towards the excavator. So I need to make sure we still got room. I think the worst part about this is I just sold my dump truck, my mini excavator and dump trailer, and I could have did this job for him if he just asked me. This job alone would have made me enough money that I could have kept my equipment for at least another month and probably found more jobs. Why didn't he call me yesterday right before I went to the dealership? I could have delayed that process a little bit, but I can't dwell on it too much because we did need that money for other equipment, and in the future, we'll get back there one day. We'll get another excavator, we'll get another dump truck, but for right now, we just need to step back from the landscaping side. Anyways, I finally got that done, so I'm going to take the bucket off. That way I can start lifting the blocks and putting them in place. I didn't need to put any rock down. We do have a good solid base. It should be good, and he didn't want to pay for that, so I'm just going to get the excavator set up. That way I can grab the block, hook the chain up, and bring it over in place. There we go. I got the chain hooked up. Now, it would be nice to have somebody to help me just to unhook the chain and hook it up to the other blocks. It would be a lot easier because I gotta hop out the machine every time now and hook it up, and that takes roughly 5 minutes per block. So if I had help, I could get this wall done a lot faster. I'm just going to take my time because I don't want the block to spin too much. It's kind of rocking back and forth. I gotta try to place this first one perfect because this is going to be the start of the wall, and if I'm off with this one, the end block is going to be way off, so I gotta make sure it's perfect. There we go. I'm just going to unhook the chain. So that took me roughly 15 minutes to get that block in the perfect spot. Now we just gotta put all the blocks in. It should take roughly an hour to do, so let's get to it. I'm just going to fix up this spot right here. Alright, that should be good. So this job took me roughly 4 hours to do, but I finally got it done. The only thing left to do is to come back later with the spreader. That way we can put some seed down and the grass can grow back. But I'm going to park the excavator here for now, go collect my money so we can get back to mowing. So I made $10,000 off that job. It took me roughly 4 hours to do. It looks pretty good. It could be touched up with a rake. Anyway, let's check out the wall, guys. This is my very first one. I think I did good. Now the end block got a little off, but that's okay. My friend is pretty happy with the job we did, and he's going to get us to come back if he got anything else to do because we did that pretty quick. Alright, according to my tablet, I do have a property up here that needs to be done today, so I'm over this way. I may as well get it done. And after a 2-minute drive, I'm finally to the property, and this is probably the first time I did this one in over a month, so I can't really remember the boundaries. I'm going to have to talk to the homeowner just to make sure. I got to do the best job possible. I want to make sure he's happy, so if I gotta stop for 5 minutes to talk to him just to double check things, that's okay. At least he's gonna be happy. Alright, so after speaking to the homeowner, he just wants me to go to the tree line right here and curve back up. He don't want the whole area done because he don't use it down here, and if he can save money, he's gonna save money. So we're gonna get this whole area done. I'm hoping to get it done within 35 minutes. I do have a lot of work to do. I still gotta go back to the shop, do that safety meeting that I'm really regretting doing. And I made $450. This probably took me 35 minutes to do. I'm going to put the mower on the trailer, check my tablet to see if we got any more properties over in this area that needs to be done. Alright, so after checking the tablet, all the jobs are done on this subdivision for this week. I do have one more contract that I need to do, but they got a special note put in. They don't want it mowed till after 4 p.m. because they work night shift. They're sleeping right now. So I'm going to go over, grab my other Skag mower, bring it back to the shop, see what's wrong with it, and I got other things I need to do, so I can kill those couple hours pretty quick. I actually forgot this mower was still here. I'm glad no one took it. I guess it is beat up a lot, so let's get this flipped over. Ooh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, guys. There's so much damage to this mower right now. The roll cage is bent back. The levers are bent. Oh, please start up. Please start up. Please, please. Oh, there we go. I really didn't want to push this on the trailer. I'm hoping there's no other major things wrong with this, so I'm gonna bring it back to the shop. We're gonna go over it, make sure everything is good, and I'm gonna do a service on the mower, change out all the fluids and filters, and just go over everything. I want to make sure this mower is good before we start using it again. Now we're gonna have to order in a couple parts. The levers are kind of bent up. I can't get it up to full throttle, which is not good. As if this day couldn't get any worse, I just got a call from Bob, and the last mower we bought, the walk behind one we bought off Buck, well, it's not working right now, so he brought it back to the shop. I'm gonna have to look at that one too. It just died on him and it's not working. Oh guys, I really don't know what to do. I guess it's true when they say when it rains it pours, because it's definitely pouring for this mowing business right now. There's just so many things things going wrong with the mowing business right now. I don't know what to do, guys. I need to try to get this under control. We got 2 mowers that's broke. We got a truck that's broke. I got an employee that I gotta suspend later that he don't know about yet. Can things get worse? I sure hope not. We can't handle much more. Anyway, I'm gonna bring the mower inside, get it off the trailer. That way I can go over it to see what parts we need, and I can make a list, give it to Grant, and he can get that ordered, and hopefully we can get this mower back in rotation within a couple days. Alright, that should be good enough right there for now. I'm gonna pull the truck forward because I want to spray off the mower. I did end up calling Bob, Jeff, and John. They're gonna be here within 20 minutes. We're gonna go upstairs for that safety meeting that I'm regretting, but it just needs to be done. We need to talk about everything that's been going on and how we can move forward without damaging anything else. After talking to Grant for a little bit, we decided the dash cams are probably our best option right now. We need to make sure nothing like this happens again, and it's going to cost me $4,000 for the dash cams for the trucks. I think it's going to help us out in the long run because the guys are going to be more cautious of what they're doing because there's going to be camera footage of them driving. Anyway, I got that done, and I got word the guys are upstairs waiting, so let's go for it. Oh, what am I going to say? Hey guys, how's it going? You may be wondering why you're here right now, but you're probably not because of the incident that happened yesterday. So I decided it was probably a good idea to go over the company policy about safety and driving the truck. So from now on, you're not allowed eating a 12-inch sub from Subway and driving. Thanks a lot, John. That was my favorite thing to do. Oh, you gotta ruin everything, guys. What is your problem? Now what am I gonna eat while I'm driving? Oh, I forgot to say, John, you're suspended for 3 days. Go home. I'm paid. Oh, guys, I'm so mad. If that table wasn't so big, I would flip it over. Now I gotta park and eat my sub? That is crazy. Oh, I'm just so glad to get that done. So we do have another job we got to do right now. I'm going to grab the spreader and a bag of seed. We're going to head back up to my friend's house, get that done. It's not going to take me too long to do the property. It's not that big of an area. It's just, do I need 1 bag or 2 bags of seed? I wonder. Anyway, I got everything loaded up. I'm going to head over to that property. It's about a 15-minute drive from here. So I'll see you guys when I get there. And after driving for 15 minutes, I'm finally back over to my friend's house. I'm going to park the truck on side of the road. We're going to get the spreader taken off and try to get this done as soon as possible. As of right now, it's 3 p.m. I still got one more contract I need to get done. It's on the other side of town, so it's going to take me roughly 35 minutes to get there. So that's the mowing contract I can't do till after 4 p.m. anyway. So if my math's correct, we should get there roughly 4:05 p.m. That's a pretty good time. It's going to take me roughly 45 minutes to mow that property. Is not that big, and I should be back at the shop by 5:30, and then my day is still not done because I gotta troubleshoot the mower Bob was using, the walk behind one. I need to get that fixed so he can use it tomorrow. If not, he's gonna have to use the Massey, and I know for a fact he won't like that. Alright, so I got this job done. I ended up going over it twice just to make sure everything was covered. I'm gonna put the spreader in back of the truck. We already got paid for this job earlier. I just had to come back and get this done because I was too busy earlier with everything that was going on, so it took me a little bit later to get back here and get it done. My math was off a little bit, so we got here at 3:55, which isn't too bad because the homeowner is already up and gone, so I don't have to worry about waking them up. It's actually been a super long time since I've been at this property to mow it. I usually give this one here to Bob, and he's been doing it for the last couple of weeks. This mowing contract here is probably one of the first ones we had, and he's been a good client of ours for a while. I actually bought a trailer off him, I'm going to say probably the first week we were here, and after that we started mowing his lawn every week. And after 20 minutes I finally got this property done. I made $450, so I'm going to put the mower on the trailer, head back to the shop, try to figure out what's wrong with the other one. Buying this piece of junk truck for the mowing business is probably not the best idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright guys, so I just pulled up to look at this truck, and as you can tell, it's in really bad shape. The window's chipped, the bed is rusted out, the tires are dry rotted. There's a lot of things wrong with this truck, but as of right now, my budget to buy another vehicle isn't that good. So I paid $3,500 for this truck. I know guys, that's way too much for the condition of this truck, but he wanted $5,000. I was able to talk him down. There is a couple things I want to get done before we probably use this for mowing. And the first being, we need to take the rack off. It's just not going to work. It's going to be too hard to get a mower in. And as of right now, where we moved into a new shop, I don't have any tools. So I went on Marketplace and I found a couple that's going to help us out. Because there is bolts on the rack, but I know they're rusted in. And it's just going to be too much work. So I decided I'm just going to cut it off. So after driving for 15 minutes, I'm finally here, and as you guys can see, everything I'm going to be buying is out by the door. I'm just going to go over and make sure everything looks to be in good shape before we buy it. We got these two axles here, we got the table and angle grinder, which I'm going to be using to take that rack off. It looks to be okay, so I'm going to go over talk to him, see if I can get it for a better price. And I just paid $2,500 for this stuff, which I think was a pretty fair price. I'm just going to go over, grab the truck so I can load everything up, bring it back over to the mowing shop, and just try to get this dealt with because I do need to get back to work. I got roughly 10 contracts I need to get mowed today, and if I don't, I'm going to fall behind. So I'm going to grab these axles and try to load everything up as fast as possible. That way I can run back to the shop. Oh, that was so much work, but I finally got it done. That rack definitely gets in the way. That's why I'm going to be cutting it off as soon as I get back. And just like that, we're back to the shop. So we're going to put everything in bay number 1. I'm just going to back up, run inside, open the door. And you guys may notice the skag mower is still down. I'm waiting on a couple parts that we should be getting today, because that is one of my main mowers and it's the bigger one we got. We're really struggling to keep up with the smaller ones, and the guys, they're not too happy. I mean, they can't really blame me because I'm not the one that crashed the truck and the mowers. That was John. But I do understand the frustration because doing commercial properties with smaller mowers is not that fun. It just takes too long. So if everything goes to plan, we should have those parts tonight, and I might have to stay a little bit later just to get them put on, but I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do because as of right now, the skag mower's down and we got the walk behind over there that needs to be tuned up, which I'm going to be doing later. But before we do that, let's try to get this rack taken off. I've been trying all morning. Here we go. Let's get this cut. I'm just going to clean up the edge right here and that should be good. So it's been roughly 2 hours, but I finally got this rack taken off. It definitely took a little bit longer than I thought, and it was a good thing I bought the grinder because the bolts, yeah, they weren't coming out. But there's been a slight change in plans. So at first I was going to leave the axles in the garage and bring the trailer over, but it's almost 12 o'clock now and I got no properties mowed, so I'm just going to bring them over by the trailer for now. That way they're safe. No one's going to be running them over in the shop or tripping over them. And if I get the chance later on, I'm going to put them on. The only thing is I might have to modify it a little bit, probably make a custom bracket, but I think I can get it to work. Alright, I got that done. Next thing I gotta do is do a service on the walk behind and try it out. So let's get that done. Well, that took me roughly 45 minutes to do, but I finally got the service done. It did fire up, but there's no real test unless you really go out and try it. So we're gonna go over, mow a property, and hopefully it works good. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And now is time for the moment of truth. Will it fire up and work better? It do sound a lot better than before I did the service, and it's cutting pretty good, so I think we might be okay, but time will tell. We do have to do this property and the one across the road, which is going to take roughly 2 hours to do. So if I can get both these properties cut and it runs without a problem in those 2 hours, I think it should be okay. I sure hope so, because as of right now, we're already down a mower, and if we're down this one too, we're in big trouble. I do have spare mowers, but they're not that big, and the guys really don't like using them on commercial properties. It takes a lot longer. So if this one works, we're going to give it back to Bob, and then we're going to go try to get the other one up and running. The parts, oh, I hope they're here soon. I should probably double check the tracker just to see if they were delivered or are they on the vehicle. Hopefully they are. I really need to get them. Well, after an hour, I finally got this property done. The mower seems to be working good, but before we head over to the other property, I'm going to park the mower here, go collect the money. So I just made $350 mowing this property. It took me an hour to do, but we do have to go across the road, get that one done. It should take roughly around the same amount of time. That's if I don't have any problems. But if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see more videos like this in the future, smash like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. So I just got off the phone with John, and today is his first day back since we had to suspend him for crashing the truck, which was only 3 days. I think that's pretty reasonable, but he's finally back, but there's no truck for him to use or mower, so he had to tag along with Bob, which I know he's not too happy about that because he got to use the push mower. Well, speaking of that situation, so I'm still waiting to hear back from the insurance to see what their investigation found out and if they're going to cover the truck and trailer. I'm hoping we're gonna get some money out of it, but if they figure out the reason for John crashing the truck, we'll probably get no money, so I'm hoping they don't find the subway wrapper. Anyway, I finally got this property done. I'm gonna go collect the money, that way we can move on. So I made $350 mowing this property, which wasn't too bad, and don't really look at the mailbox. That wasn't me. I don't know what happened to it, but the mower is working perfect. I'm going to put it in back the truck and head back over to the shop, clean it up with the pressure washer, probably top up with the fluids, call Bob. Okay, excuse me. Alright, so I'm back to the shop. I'm going to pull up to this bay here because we got a pressure washer inside. We're going to get this cleaned up. I did give Bob a call. He's going to be here soon. He's just going to make sure John is at the next property with the push mower trying to get that done. I'm just going to put this over here. I just got to make sure we can reach it with the pressure washer. It's so nice having this shop because we got it inside now. If we do have a bad day, we can still clean up equipment without being out in the weather. So let's get this sprayed off. He's going to be here in roughly 15 minutes. I want to make sure I got it clean and the fluid's topped up so we got no problem for the rest of the day. Just got to spray a little bit more here. Alright, I got that done and he's out by the door, so I'm going to go around with the mower, bring it over to him, get that put on his truck, and he can get back to work. What the heck, Bob? You lied to me. You said you were out by the door. Oh, you're over at the wrong shop, Bob. We moved, don't you remember? Alright, I'll see you when you get here. Yeah, Grant, I think that was a good deal. So guys, I just spent $8,000 on a lift for the shop, which I'm going to go over and pick up. It's going to be super heavy and the box in this truck is rusted out pretty bad. I'm hoping it don't go through it. Anyway, Bob's still not here. I don't know where he is. Yeah, it's probably a good idea I took this truck because the box is massive. I had to lay it on the roof and I didn't want to do that with any other truck. This one here is a beater. It don't really matter. Alright, so I'm just pulling back up to the shop and I decided to put it in the middle bay. I just think that's going to be a better spot for our lift. So I'm just going to get out and install this myself. Hopefully it don't take me too long to do. And now for the moment of truth. Will it work? Let me hit this button. Okay, so it is going up. I wired everything up myself and I'm no electrician, but it seems to be working. So now I'm going to do another test. I'm going to put the truck on it, make sure it holds it up. Well, the ramp seems to be okay, but now that I look at the bottom of this truck, it's rusted out pretty bad. I can see holes in the frame, so this could be bad. Alright, so I did do a service on the truck. We got the oils changed. I got new filters put on it, but was it really worth it? Because this truck is in really bad shape. It's probably not going to last that long, but I just need it to last a couple of weeks till we can get everything figured out. About time Bob is here. It just took him 2 hours from the other shop. I don't know where he was, but let's get this put on the trailer and he can get back to work. What the heck is that sound? Do you guys hear that? That can't be good. Hey Bob, pop the hood up. I need to check something out. Your truck don't sound right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The turbo's gone. Oh, I can't deal with this right now. Oh, anyway Bob, you get back to work. I need to go online to try to find another one now. I got some bad news. I went online. A turbo for that truck is going to cost a lot of money. So I decided to ask Grant to look around, see if he can find a used one, so I can get back to work. Hopefully we can find one before that one completely gives out and we're in big trouble. Alright guys, so I just pulled up to the third property of the day and it's 3 p.m. I'm not too happy. I got 10 properties that needed to be done today or it's going to put me behind for tomorrow and it looks like I'm not going to get them done. The customers are not happy. I'm already getting emails wondering why I'm not there yet. This is not good and I can't send anybody else over there because the guys are super busy. They're behind on their contracts, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I could probably offer them a discount, but if that don't work, they might switch to a different mowing company and I could lose at least 7 contracts, which is not good because if we start losing those and we fall behind, other people might follow along and yeah, this mowing business could go bottom up pretty quick. So I really got to try to fix this problem and fix it quick. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So usually I got this contract and the one next door, but the homeowner came out and told me he don't want my service anymore. He's moving on with another mowing company. Oh, this is my biggest fear. I didn't want this to happen. Anyway, I finally got this property done. I made $350 now. Oh, I'm so sad guys. I really wish we had the other one. We could have made $700, but now just $350. We're gonna put the mower in back the truck and hopefully we can get to the next job before anything else happens. Well, this isn't good guys. So I just got back to the shop because we got no more mowing contracts for today. So I'm just gonna go pick at the trailer, try to get that fixed up, clear my mind. So I ended up losing 7 contracts today. And yeah, that's definitely a big hit. If we lose any more like that, I might have to lay somebody off, which I don't don't want to do, but I can't afford having all these mowers if we're losing contracts, so things need to get better. So I'm going to have a meeting later on with the guys, see what we can do, and see if we can work later just so we can get caught up on contracts and we don't lose anymore, because if I do, I'm going to have to lay one of them off, and I know they're not going to like that. So I need to get this under control, and I need to do it quick. The only thing I can think of right now is to stay later, like I said earlier, or work weekends. I do work Saturdays, the guys don't, but as of right now, they might have to, just to keep everything going. I know they're not going to like that, but would they rather work Saturdays or not work at all? I think they'd rather work, so yeah, that's going to be the new game plan. I'm going to have a meeting with them later, we'll go over all that, but until they get back from mowing, I'm going to get this trailer fixed up, if I can. So the first thing I need to do is cut off the brackets for the axle, because I know they're not going to work and the bolts are rusted on. So let's get that done, get these old axles taken off so I can put the new ones on. Then I can focus my attention on the frame because it's in really rough shape. The cross members, they're all cracked up or bent up. We need to get those fixed, welded back on. It's going to take a while, but I think I can get this trailer fixed. Alright guys, so it's been a few hours. I'm just putting the new bracket on. I got the frame done. Everything seems to be okay. So after I get this weld put on, we need to flip it back over and hook it up to the truck and take it for a test drive on the highway. Hopefully everything is working okay. If not, we're in big trouble. I tried to straighten out the frame as best as possible, but I couldn't get every kink out. So when I go on the highway, if it starts bouncing around or the tires start to wear weird, we know it's out of alignment and it's pretty much rolled off at that point. Welcome back everyone to another episode of the mowing series. We're on our first job of the day, and as you can tell, I bought a new mower. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we're going to try it out. So guys, in the last episode, I tried to fix that trailer. I put new axles on it, but I went on the highway and it was all over the place. So yeah, that's going to be a no for us. We're going to have to get rid of it, which I'm not too happy about because now I'm down a truck and a trailer. Now I did buy that, I don't know what you could say, a piece of junk truck, but that's not going to be good enough long term. That was only supposed to be temporary until we heard back from insurance, and I never, so that's not a good sign. But anyways, I finally got this job done, so I'm going to put the mower in back of the truck, come collect my money, and then head over to the gas station, top up the truck because we're getting pretty low. Well, I just made $350 mowing this property. It took me roughly 45 minutes to do, so I think we made pretty good money, and I must say that mower worked out pretty good, so I think in the future I will get more. Holy smokes, there goes $110, but we got everything topped up, and we should be good for the rest of the day. So I'm going to hop in the truck and go down the road a little bit because I had to disconnect the trailer earlier because it wasn't working right and I left it on side the road. So my plan right now is to grab it, try to limp it back to the shop, and I guess we're just gonna have to sell it to the scrapyard. It's not good for anything else, which I'm super disappointed because I did put a lot of money into it trying to fix it up, and this trailer is not that old, but I didn't have insurance on it. I got no one to blame but myself and John. I guess I could blame him. He did also flip it, but I guess this is gonna be a loss for me. Hopefully we can get a good amount when we sell it for scrap, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Anyways, after driving for 15 minutes, I'm finally back to the yard. We're going to take the mower off, try to get everything that's good on the trailer taken off. There is some lights on it I'm thinking about taking off just because I can use that as spares for my other trailers. I shouldn't need this mower for a little bit, so I'm going to put it inside the garage, do a service just to make sure it's ready for when we get more contracts. And speaking of contracts guys, I'm getting pretty nervous. So in the last couple of days, I lost 14 contracts. I lost the truck, I lost the trailer, and that mower over there, I'm still waiting on parts. So it's not looking good for us right now, but I'm hoping things will soon turn around. And if it don't, I'm in big trouble. I will have to sell the business, which I don't want to do. But if things keep going the way they're going, we're going to have to sell the business, which I don't really want to do. So I put the business online just to test the waters. I'm going to go inside to see if Grant got any offers. I hope he don't. Alright Grant, okay, so we're going to hold off on those offers just for now because I really don't want to sell it, but it's good to know. So we ended up getting two offers on the business, one for $800,000, but that's not going to do anything because I owe $1.2 million on the loan. So I would have to come up with $400,000 myself, and I'm not able to do it. So we're going to throw that offer off the table. And for the second one, it is a little bit better, but I wish we could get more money. So they're going to give us $1.2 million, which would pay off the loan. We wouldn't make any profit, but we do have close to $40,000 that we can use to start up a new business somewhere different, because I got a feeling this mowing business, where we're starting to lose contracts now, we're not going to get them back, and it's kind of ran its course. So I think it's time for me to sell the business, go to a different town, start over, and hopefully make it a little bit better. This one here started off pretty good, but I made a lot of bad decisions, which put us in this situation we're at right now, where I'm losing a lot of contracts, I owe a lot of money, I'm not really making profit, and our mowing trucks are breaking. So I really gotta think about this, but they want to answer by the end of today, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. And the thing is, if I don't give them an answer today, they might lower the amount they're willing to offer me, and any less than $1.2 million, I owe money, so that's not good. Anyways, I got this property done, so we're gonna put the mower in back the truck, go collect the money, and then I'm gonna call Grant to go over my options to see if I can keep the business or should I sell it. I don't know, guys. Anyways, I got the money from this job. I made $250. It took me roughly 50 minutes to do. There was a couple things I had to go around, but we got this one done. And guys, this might be our last mowing contract with this company. Well guys, it's been a few hours, and after talking to Grant and the guy giving us the offer, I decided to take it. So we're on our way over to the bank to get our money. This is definitely a bittersweet moment, but I'm kind of happy. And just like that, I sold the business for $1.2 million, guys. I'm a millionaire. Not for long, because I got to pay back that loan. So the way the deal worked out, he's getting everything with the business, so I won't even have a truck, and I'm only going to have $37,000 to buy a mower, try to make that happen, and move to a different town. I think I can do it. We're going to have to budget a lot, but before we do that, let's go pay off this loan so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Guys, I'm just so excited to actually pay this loan off. There's a lot of weight on my shoulders, so I'm going to go inside, get that done, and there goes $1.2 million. That's so much money. I was a millionaire, but it was definitely short-lived. That was probably 35 minutes, and that's probably the most money I'm going to have in a while. But was I smart? Should I just took that money and ran instead of trying to start a business from scratch? I don't know, guys, but at least now I got that loan paid off. I can start over fresh with $37,000. It's going to be a bit tight, but I think we can manage. But right now is the hard part. I need to go inside, tell the guys I sold the mowing business and they no longer work for me. But there is one good thing. The guy that bought the business is going to keep all the same workers, so they're going to have a job as long as they don't mess anything up. Well, here goes nothing. Hey guys, how's it going? So you may be wondering why I called you guys in here again. It's not a safety meeting this time. It's something a little bit different. So I decided to sell the business. Yeah guys, I know it sucks. You're no longer going to be able to work with me, but there is one positive. The guy that bought the business is going to keep you guys on as long as you don't destroy anything. John. Anyway, it's been good working with you guys. Hopefully you guys do better, and I'm off to better things, so see ya. You know what guys, I think that went pretty good. Now let's see, what do I need to do now before we can leave? I'm gonna go on Marketplace to see if I can find a truck. Alright, so it's been a few hours. I finally found this truck, and guys, I'm beat out. I decided to walk there to save some money. Probably not the best idea because I'm out of shape, but check it out. I think this might be my best option. We got this Ram truck. It is a diesel, and it is pretty expensive. It's going to eat up a lot of our budget, but the way I look at it, where I got this camper, we're going to save money. I don't need to find a place to stay wherever we end up. So I think I'm going to buy it. The only thing is, I don't know where we're going, and we're going to have not a lot of money to get there now, but at least we got a place to stay. We got a good, reliable truck. And just like that, there goes $36,000. Was it a good deal? Probably not. The truck do have 300,000 miles on it, but my options weren't that good on Marketplace, so this was the best one, and I think it should last us at least a year or two, and at least we got somewhere to stay now, so we're going to hit the road. I don't know where we're going. We're just going to keep driving until we run out of money or we find a place that's big enough to start a mowing business. But if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see more content like this in the future, smash the like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. Well guys, I've been driving for close to 10 hours now, and we're running pretty low on diesel. So I did find this town right here. It seems to be pretty big. I'm going to try to get a gas station, top everything up, but I think this might be the place we're going to stop to. This one here looks like it's open. So we're going to top everything up, find a spot for us to park our camper for the night, and tomorrow hopefully we can finally get this business up and going. But I still got one problem. I don't have a mower, so after we get this all situated, tomorrow we're going to try to find one, and hopefully we can start getting a couple contracts and start to try to get a business made here. Holy smokes, there goes $350. This truck is definitely not cheap on fuel, but at least we got something to drive. It don't leave us with that much money to be able to buy a mower, so we're at $1,300. We still got to be able to buy groceries and stuff like that, so that means we're not able to buy a trailer right now or a ride-on lawnmower. So we're gonna have to get a push one, work our way back up, try to get enough money to build this business from the ground up. It's going to be hard to get the contracts, but I think we can do it. Well guys, I've been driving around for at least 25 minutes and I think I found a spot that might be okay. We just gotta look for a little opening in the bushes. Wait a minute, I think right there might be good. We're gonna back up, park in there, that way no one can see us. The last thing I want to do is get robbed when we just got to this town. Well, right there should be good. Now, I didn't see any signs saying this was private property, so we should be good. Well, I hope anyway. I'm gonna go back to the camper, get everything situated, get some rest. That way we can start this business tomorrow. I'm just going to make my bed. So it's 11 o'clock right now. I did end up sleeping in a little bit. I was super tired from the long drive we had, but at least it's a nice day. There is overcast, but I think we should be okay to start this business. The first thing I need to do is disconnect the camper from the truck. So let's get the jacks put down. That way we can get this off, head to town, try to find a mower. I don't know where we're going to get that right yet, but we'll look and hopefully we can get one we can afford. That's not going to break the bank too much today and we can get some contracts. It's going to take me roughly 15 minutes to get back to town. I'm hoping I can find a used mower. I really don't want to buy a new one just because they're so expensive. And we only get $1,300. I would like to hold on to some money just in case we need fuel or we need to buy something. Oh guys, this road is so rough. They need to put a grader over this, get it graded, put some more gravel down. This is hurting my back. Hopefully we can find somewhere a little bit closer so we don't have to make this journey so often. So I got some good news. I went on Marketplace and I found a mower and we're just pulling up to it right now. It's up here on the right. It looks to be in good shape. We did have these mowers before. We know they work okay and they should be able to get us started. I'm just going to hop out and look at this mower. So on the ad, he got it listed for $500, which I think is a little pricey for this type of mower. They definitely work good, but they're not worth that price. So after I look at it, I'm going to go over, see if we can get a better deal on it or work out something so I can get it cheaper. Alright, so I paid $350 for this mower. Now, the only thing is I do have to mow his property. That's the only reason I got it for cheaper. He really didn't want to budge on the price, so this was the only way I can get the mower for under $500. And I went on Marketplace. There's not a lot for sale right now, and if there is, they're not in the best of shape. This one here is probably our best option. I didn't get the best deal, but at least I get to try it out, make sure everything is working okay, and hopefully somebody drives by, sees us mowing this property, and they get us to mow their property, and we can get some contracts, because as of right now, we don't have any. This guy here probably won't get us again. I wish he would, just so we got at least one contract, but I highly doubt he's gonna get us because he told me he's gonna get somebody else to do it, his neighbor's kid or something like that. But we're gonna try to break into this neighborhood, try to get as many contracts as we can. It is pretty hard. He told me there is a lot of competition here, but the only good thing is as of right now, we don't have any bills. The only thing we gotta worry about is food, fuel, and that's about it, and we can probably do the bare minimum so we can survive here a little bit longer. Anyways, I finally got this property done. It took me roughly 35 minutes to do. We didn't get any money for it. We just got money taken off this mower, which is going to help us out. But right now, I'm going to load it back up in the truck, drive down the road a little bit more, start knocking on doors, and hopefully we can get some more contracts. I think it's going to be pretty hard, but we got to try. Now, I pretty much can walk to the next house, but as you guys know, I'm pretty lazy, so we're going to drive down there. I'm hoping we can get it. I did try that house right there. They didn't want us to do it. They got somebody else that mows their property. Alright, so after probably one of the shortest drives ever and a waste of fuel, we're finally to the next house. I'm gonna go knock on this door. Hopefully we can get it. Here goes nothing. Ah, dang it, I didn't get that one, so let's try this door over here and hopefully we get better luck. Ah, man. Well, we didn't get that one either, so I'm gonna drive further down the road. Hopefully we have better luck. So it's been about 15 minutes and I knocked on roughly 8 doors, but we finally got another contract, so let's get started. He wasn't lying when he said it's gonna be hard for us to break into this neighborhood, but we finally got one contract to do. I'm going to see how many we can get before the day's over. It's gonna be hard. There's gonna be a lot of doors being knocked on, but that's the only way to start this business, and hopefully we're able to make money to get a better mower, and hopefully very soon, because this is a lot of walking and I don't like that. I've been mowing for 10 minutes now and I've been thinking it's kind of nice starting the business over and not having any bills to worry about. So this time I'm going to try to buy more stuff with cash, try not to get as many loans so we don't have the same problem we had in Elm Creek, and I'm able to become the biggest mowing company here. And in order to do it this time, I got to make better financial decisions, so I can't impulse buy mowers. I'm just going to keep the bare minimum, buy everything with cash unless there's something I really want and I can't get with cash. But anyway, I got this property done. I'm gonna go collect the money, and after that we're gonna have to knock on more doors. And just like that, I made $100, which isn't that much money. I made way more in Elm Creek, but for right now I'm keeping my prices low, that way I can build up a clientele. After I get so many contracts, I'm gonna slowly put the price up and just keep doing that until I can make a good profit. Well, I think this might be a good property to try. There's a car in the driveway, so that means there's probably somebody home. I'm gonna go knock on the door. Ah, dang it, so I didn't get this one either. So yeah, this is gonna be really tough, but I'm getting pretty hungry. So before I go knock on any more doors, I'm gonna go see if I can find somewhere to eat that's not gonna cost too much, because we don't have a lot of money. But this is gonna be it for this video. If you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see it continue, smash the like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you later.